Hey guys, this is another video from your guy, Mr. Woodsmoke, and we're out here today on this beautiful January day. Temperature is about probably high 60s. You know, and it's a beautiful day to talk about some current events and things that are on my mind. And I was just so the Super Bowl was yesterday, and let me just move my chair a little bit. Hang on one second, guys. Fix my. So anyway, guys, the Super Bowl was yesterday. Sorry, it's kind of impromptu, but I don't do no edits. Ain't no point in having edits, Just let it flow. Whatever happens, happens. So anyway, Super Bowl was yesterday, and they had the Kansas City Chiefs against the San Francisco 49ers, and looks like Mahomes ended up pulling it off. So congrats to those guys, the Kansas City Chiefs. So anyway, it prompted me. I saw some stuff in the news about, of course, the Jigga Man, Jay-Z, Hova, as the sheeple call him, whatever. Anyway, they had it where, they weren't standing for the flag, and so there was a lot of, it was a kerfuffle, as they say, or kerfuffle about them not standing and them not being patriotic and all of this and everything like that. And you got the people on the far left. You got these nut jobs saying that, well, the only people that are protesting them sitting down are white supremacists. Of course, that's their argument. When they don't have an argument, then they call everybody a white supremacist. That's their argument, So, it made me think. It just made me think of just want to make a video on, patriotism of us blacks in America, or African, if you want to use the term African American, blacks or African Americans or whatever, you prefer. But it just made me think about how you have a lot of these now. It's cool. It's like it's real cool, to talk about America and how bad America is and how racist America is, and to say I'm a non-patriot. I'm a non-patriot. You got a lot of blacks. That's the trend now. Tomorrow to be something else, but right now it's the I hate America, and that makes me cool. It makes me woke. Go woke or go broke. And so it made me think of that, and think of just a lot of this anti-American sentiment that we as blacks have. But the question that I want to ask is, who is the biggest patriot of America? And the answer that I have is, my definition of a patriot is to have the option to live in another country of your choice, but you choose to live in the country that you reside in. And I'll break that down. You got all of these black people talking about how anti-patriot they are. Oh, I hate America. America had the bloodshed of black people on them. America was started with slavery, and America is an evil country. Now, mind you, majority of the people are saying this stuff are Americans. 90%, 99.9% of these people that are saying it choose to live in the most racist country in America. But what the funny thing is that if these idiots would think about it for 2 seconds, if they would use just 3% of their brain, they would know that if you are choosing to live in a racist, oppressive dictatorship, communist, no, the left ain't communist is good. Under a Hitler, yeah, you under a Hitler, uh, fascist type society, then why would you pay your taxes to support a fascist, racist, misogynistic, sexist regime if you don't have to? So wouldn't you be the culprit in supporting what you hate? If America is so oppressive, why would you choose to live in an oppressive society? If America is so racist, why would you continue to have your hard work and your hard earned dollars that you work for every single day, blood, sweat, and tears? Why would you want to give your money to a regime, I'm saying a regime, air quotes, like that? Why would you want to do that? But you got all of these pro-blacks, all of these conscious black people, all of these black people that get on here and they spout all of this anti-American rhetoric. But they choose to live in this horrible, the conditions are just so horrible here that you can speak your mind and you can say how much you hate America all you want, but they so horrible. But they choose to live over here. It's the biggest hypocrisy that I've ever seen. And I can only speak with about the black race. I can't speak on any other race of people. I can only speak on my own race. You know what I'm saying? And then you ask these idiots, these black people idiots. You ask them, it's like, okay, well, where would you want to go if you could leave this racist, oppressive, society? Where would you go if somebody gave you a free plane ticket? Well, I probably go to Africa. Oh, you go to the motherland. Okay. Oh, you go to the motherland. Okay. Where would you go in Africa? Well, I ain't thought that far. I ain't thought that far in it yet. Oh, now which part of Africa would you go? Would you go to the part that they still have black slaves, or the other part of Africa where they still have black slaves? And black and Africans own other Africans. Which part of Africa would you go into? So, because you're trying to get away from the slavery here, because they all claim that we slaves here. We're slaves. We're oppressed. And, ain't nobody got no rights. They killing us in the streets. You can't walk down the street. You can't even go to J.C. Penney's without the cops shooting you. Yeah. So, where you gonna go? Oh, I'm going to go to Africa. So you're going to go to another country that supports slavery. Okay. Oh, well, I probably won't go to Africa. I'll probably go to the Middle East. Oh, okay. Well, the Middle East? What religion are you? Oh, I'm atheist. Oh, they don't like you. They're not going to like you. You're atheist. Ooh, you don't believe in that. No, they cut your head off too. Oh, well, I believe in the LGBT. I'm with that. Oh, well, they throw gays off buildings over there, and it's televised. Oh, well, I'm a agnostic. No, you ain't gonna make it over there, cause you're an infidel. Oh, I'm a Christian. Ain't gonna make it over there, cause you're an infidel. And also, they have slavery too. So where else you gonna go? See, when you start asking these people these simpleton questions, they got all this big bad Pan-Africanism stuff and this whole Garveyism thing that this country so that, but they don't have a clue where they would go, because they know in their heart of hearts, that America is the best country ever. And they will never leave the comfort of their safety of their nice home, from which veterans like myself afforded them the right to get on the little Facebook, get on the little YouTube, and to spout how much they hate this horrible, 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 oppressive country. Must be nice. Must be nice to do that. Because there's no other country that you can do that, and you actually have people coming behind you and championing you to hate your own country. You can't do that in Africa. Can't do that. And I've been to Africa. It's not like, well, you've never been to Africa. I've been to over 16 countries, lived in them. And you ain't doing that over there. You ain't doing that in the motherland. You know, you go to the flea market and you see all of the flea market or whatever, and or downtown, to the any type of the little Afrocentric shops. Everybody, it's cool. It's cool to be It's cool to be African. Every on the weekends, it's cool to have your little dashikis. It's cool to have all that stuff like that. But ain't nobody getting on that Delta flight to go on that Delta one way to go to Africa. Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody doing that. Now, if somebody actually has done that, you know what? I'll commend them on the leaving. But then you still got to pay your taxes, and you pay your taxes to a regime that still condones slavery of your own people. Of your own people. Not only do that, but they have warlords over there. It's tribal over there. They still cut off arms over there. Boko Haram is still well alive over there, where they kidnap hundreds of girls and have them as sex slaves, and the law is behind them. There's so many things I can say about Africa, but everybody, the black Americans over here they're just so in awe. Oh, they'll never leave, but they're just so in awe of this plight to Africa and wearing the medallions and all of this kind of stuff like that. My brother, my brethren, all of this, if all of these little these little tropes, these little African tropes, little African sayings, it sounds good in theory. But then when you ask them to actually, with the rubber meets the road, they ain't doing it. Because they like living around them white folks. They like having their neighborhoods quiet and the streets clean. And their cars not broken into. But when they get on YouTube, they're oppressed. The white man's on my neck. And all of this stupidity. So guys, I just wanted to just kind of do a quick video on the hypocrisy and the stupidity and the crying shame of how we as blacks always talking about how we ain't patriots, but we paying our taxes to this oppressive society. So let me tell you something. If anybody got any type of feedback or want to let me know something, any blacks on here that want to tell me that I'm wrong, while you still paying your taxes to this awful racist regime, you let me know. You let me know. But I guarantee you, any black person that wants to come at me is paying your stinking taxes. It's paying your taxes. So you are the biggest patriot. Thank you for being a patriot to this wonderful country of the United States of America. God bless America.